The video was basically just talking about how you have to be yourself because you can't expect to make genuine relationships or connections with people if you're not being who you truly are. And that doesn't mean that you start just acting off of your intuition and what you're feeling in that exact moment. Like you can't just speak without having any sort of filter and just say, well, that's who I am. You know, that's the type of person that I am. So if you don't like who that is, then that you don't like me. That's not what I'm saying. Obviously, still try to be a good person. Obviously, still try to make conscientious decisions, but try to be yourself as much as you can and try to stop putting on an act of being this version of yourself that you're not. And I talked about this a little bit in one of my videos not too long ago where in high school I used to be the class clown, and now I'm still a jackass, obviously, like I'm still a class clown in life, but in a way that's more myself. Like I like to be goofy, I like to make people laugh, I like to do things that make people uncomfortable, but in a way that I think is kind of healthy. And I enjoy doing that, and that's who I am. And I don't do it from a place of, hey, look at me, I exist. You know, this is me trying to get everybody's attention, and I'm going to do this outlandish shit because maybe it'll make people look at me, laugh at me, acknowledge my existence. And not to say that I didn't have friends, I didn't have relationships in high school and everything, but I was just more so in tune with making people laugh and making people acknowledge my existence, because if I acted like an absolute idiot, that's how I would get people's attention. And that's just not a healthy way to go about life. And you have to start finding your role of who you truly are. And that doesn't mean completely change how you're acting now, but you have to be honest with yourself. And are you acting this way to fit in with the friend group? Are you acting this way to get accepted by these people in your family or your friends, your partners, whomever in life? Pardon the stutter, but whomever. You just have to start pursuing life genuinely and doing things in a way to where you know that that's how you feel in your heart about something. Start speaking your mind and start saying things that are weighing heavy on your heart because they're there for a reason. You have these feelings for a reason, and God put them there, and they're instilled in you to see if you're man enough or woman enough to speak these things out loud and tell someone how you feel, especially if it's something that's important, or you see somebody putting someone down or saying something that you just don't stand with morally or ethically. You have to start speaking out for yourself, or else you're going to fall into the same crowd.